Queens Boulevard. Oh yeah, they're doing all. It must be so nice that it's not cold for them to be doing this stuff. Are these lights also on to project? There's some of them. I think they are. All of this is on to project on the building. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, they're all on. All those lights are pointing up. Larissa, привет. Oh, he's still here. He just doesn't care. All right. I don't think he heard a thing we said. Everyone's just ice skating under here as if nothing else is going on, which is probably fine to do. What else are you gonna do, right? All right. The music's definitely gonna get us, but it is what it is at this point. You're watching no coverage for the first time? Oh man. This is like my 8th time, which actually is many years ago then, if it's the 8th time. But sometimes I have a little too much fun with it sometimes. Behold, the blizzard of 2026. Or something. I don't know. There is a down branch over here. Must have been some fast winds. Actually, it's kind of interesting. Look at this tree and the snow accumulation, and then look at the tree over here. It looks like the snow is accumulated on the other side, or both sides. There have definitely been some strong winds. I'm not sure about the snow accumulations yet. We should probably try one of these planters and see. Let me put my gloves on. Put my gloves on first. It's about 3:28 in the morning here. I've been up for about an hour already, getting ready for this. Let's see. I mean, where's the stuff? Is this going? Oh yeah, this should be all the way to the. It's okay. So if this is the bottom of the planter here, it looks like we might have a good, maybe 7-8 inches so far, depending on where it's landing. Again, there's a lot of blowing around of the snow because of the wind. Right now, I would not say we're in any kind of a blizzard condition, although one of the requirements for a blizzard condition is the low visibility and heavy wind gusts of 35 miles an hour or more for like 3 consecutive hours. But I don't know how much of that hour, like if you just get one wind gust over 35 miles an hour and otherwise meet the conditions, is that enough? I don't know. So let's walk around our usual areas first. There are pretty much no cars on the road because of the travel ban. So at the very least, you'll see an interesting depiction of New York without much traffic at all. Usually, even in the middle of the night, there's traffic all over the place. Now it should only be critical vehicles or essential workers commuting. But here we are. A global good morning to everyone joining. I'm not using an umbrella, but we're also on the teetering end of snowplows. And that's a sanitation department pickup truck with salt and snowplows. I mean, considering if there's really like 8 inches already, considering that, they've done a decent job keeping the roads a bit extra plowed. So there's that. Assless Chassis here says dead. Yeah, there's a travel ban. Welcome. It's going to be hard for me to do specific hellos, but here we go. We could walk on a lot of the road, Justin. Morning, by the way. Global good morning to all. I'm using a Pocket 3 mounted to my neck. There's police out as well. I'm not sure if they're responding to an emergency or just patrolling for Delinquents! We're not supposed to be out here right now. Well, driving at least. For now, walking seems to be actually quite comfortable. The winds aren't very strong at the moment. Because of the way the snow is kind of wet, we're hovering right around freezing. It really sticks to the trees. So I imagine Central Park is quite beautiful. Another example of where you can look for snow accumulation is on the cars here. So you can take a look at this one and see kind of, okay, let's see, because of the wind, this one seems like it has a lot more snow on it. Like this is why local amounts can be much bigger. And then the other place you could look for snow accumulation is on the edges of, you could look on the edges of, on these things. But see, this one looks like it has less snow. But again, you can see how bumpy it is. All the winds and everything have been shifting it around. Everything's so the thing is, I'm using my old Pocket 3 camera right now, which has a built-in gimbal for those wondering about the smoothness. But it's my old one because it already has a messed up USB port. So I tried to secure the connection as much as I could by tightening down the cable, but we might still get some glitches. I have my regular Pocket 3 also, but I really don't want to have to use it because I'm not using an umbrella. I'm just trying to free ball it, so to speak, so you can get the full experience of the snow. So probably, this might be the final chapter for this Pocket 3 if it survives. Ooh, there's already bots being banned. Very nice. Is everyone getting time out? What does that mean? Scorpion Games, what's happening? Unless you mean slow mode. That sound is probably a snow plow smashing against something on the road as it goes on. That's one of the big creators of potholes. Winter weather followed by snow plows. We're heading towards Bryant Park, which is probably closed right now. 30 in Memphis. I think we're around the same temperature. The real feel is supposed to be even worse, though. But yeah, XP, we made it. So I'm hoping I can be out right now for a couple hours. This is also technically a commute of sorts. I have a little bit extra time because I left so early to pad it. And then we're going to go to the West Village eventually. I'm going to go to the place where I do some work in the morning, and then I'm going to leave. And hopefully my equipment still works and we can do another second stream a few hours later just to see how things have progressed. Also, it'll be daylight out at that point. Pretty much the entirety of this stream will be in the nighttime hours, pre-sunrise, twilight. Is that appropriate? No, yeah. So, just because of the winds and how sticky the snow is, it just has been clinging to everything on the sides. It's all lumpy. Right now, it's not very strong wind, so let's head towards Times Square. We're probably not going to see a lot of our usual USA chatters at this hour. Some folks we might, but we'll see. How much more will be tomorrow at 12 p.m.? That's supposed to be the tail end of it. Like by 2 o'clock, it should be all done. But the blizzard conditions might persist, supposedly, through the morning, at least like until 10, 11. But again, that all can change. It seems like there's always something afoot. Dutch bike blogger has made it. Margaret, we're trying. Let's see if my equipment survives this. At least it's melting when it lands on my electronics, but not when it lands on my jacket, which is good. I am wearing
a shell over my pants, so hopefully they don't get too wet. And I actually have a shell over my backpack, so my backpack might overheat a little bit because I don't have the fan running, I just have the shell on it, and it's just there. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You're taking your whole head off, Clarence? Oh man, I appreciate that. A yellow snow cone? I don't know if I should do that. Exploration didn't sleep yet. Ooh. Is it crunchy underfoot? No, it's rather wet. It's like, I don't think it's like a crunch. It's, I guess as it gets compressed down and crunches, I don't know. The crunch that I would expect when you say crunchy is like if there were a layer of ice on top of the snow, and then that's like the cracking crunching, but I think I know what you mean. And yes, it is crunching in that sense. Bear in the Jardine is here too. We need a snowman. I'm scared about these gloves and messing around with the snow too much. But I mean, they're keeping the streets real clean, considering there has been what seems like 8 inches so far, based on our rough estimates, at least on the piles that we can examine. So they've done a pretty decent job keeping the roads clean. Cleaner than last time. Cleaner than last time. The fountain is on. Seems to be at reduced pressures right now. I don't know if parts of it are frozen over, but we can't look in right now because the park is technically closed. The problem is going to be when the wind picks up again. Supposedly in the next hour, when I check the hour by hour, there's a pretty big increase in accumulation and snow and wind speeds. So let's see what happens. I actually don't know if Ubers are allowed to be running either. I think DoorDash has suspended deliveries, so like you can't even order a delivery through DoorDash right now since last night. So I'm not sure that Ubers are technically running. I actually don't know. I haven't seen one yet. Usually we'll see at least one car with TLC plates, but right now we've only I see I see a taxi running. Okay, so if taxis are running, then I guess they are running. I guess that's, yeah, the wind is picking up now. I don't know if you can see the sideways snow, but it is starting to pick up a little bit. This is the boots on the ground reporting here.
These days, I only go to the movie theaters where you can get the recliner seats. In the recliner seats, everybody has a good view, except still maybe the front row. So in those, it don't matter as much. I like to just be. The Smith had these amazing green beans with the best ranch they make themselves, but it's off the menu. Interesting. I would never. Ooh, these are very warm. The heaters are strong. Hey, hello. Strong heaters here at the Smith. So if you want some outdoor dining and are concerned about the cold, the Smith has you covered. I would never think to order green beans off the menu.
Okay. I don't know what that was. Oh, I know exactly what that was. Shoot. Okay, I know exactly what that was. Oh man, that's bad. So I know exactly why we clipped out. My phone has a exposed display right now, and the moisture from the snow has tapped the stop stream button on my Bella box. So there wasn't actually an error or a glitch. The water caused the phantom touch on my system here and did that. The thing is, I would just take it away, but because I'm using the questionable, you know what? Maybe I will just take it away. I'm taking it away. Hold on. I'm taking it away. We cannot have this. And Anja, thanks for the follow. Jersey Shore, 12 plus inches, lost power an hour ago. Wow, dark clouds. I don't know if you're out there, but stay safe. Yeah, I heard there's been already a lot of power outages. I think Eastern Long Island is getting slammed and will continue to get slammed for quite some time. Okay, so let's see how long my equipment lasts with all this. I'm hoping it lasts. You know, this is the scene from Seinfeld when Kramer and that car dealer are doing the test drive, and they want to see just how far the car can go when the gas light is on before they run out of gas. We're gonna see how far we can push this equipment before we run out of juice. Not just juice, but like actual like failure due to moisture and weather conditions. It's not really cold, that's the thing. It's right around 30, 31 actual air temperature, but the strong winds will reduce the real feel. So I think the real feel is closer to like the low 20s, which isn't terrible, but you know, you're also getting pelted with snow bullets when the wind gusts up. All right, we're getting into Times Square here. Oh yeah, we got out early, and yes, I am technically going into work for like an hour and a half. You know, I looked at a couple of her cameras, and her cameras are face. Let me turn around for a second, because the wind is coming from the other direction. Her cameras, as you can see, the snow is piling on sideways. So her cameras have been covered in snow. Samoko, hello. This guy's pelting snow at me. This guy. All right, let's cross this way. I felt it hit me from the back. All right, we're gonna cross the street into Times Square now. See, when you have just a flat area like up ahead, because of the wind blowing, and I guess they've already done some cleaning here too, it really it doesn't look like that much when it's just a flat open area, because the wind really blows it around. Harrison, or Sharon, thank you for the follow. I should get goggles, you're right. I think goggles would solve 30% of my outdoor complaints. Because also, whatever it is about me being outdoors, I always get some sort of particles in my eye. Like I'm walking with people, and then I'm the only one that gets some sort of a dust thing flying right into my eyeball. Some sort of a vacuum, vortex, black hole, singularity in my eyeballs. I can't really see right now. At the very least, I should have put on some sort of like glasses or something. All right, nothing coming over there, so I'm just looking straight down at the moment. I hope my chat phone survives all this. Well, we're in Times Square now. But, oh my goodness, hold on a second. Let me get the snow off my pocket. Oh my gosh, okay. Hey, what is this? There we go. Yeah, I'm walking here. Hey, Schaffner, welcome. Okay, a little lighter again on the wind for a moment, but it's supposed to pick up in the 4 a.m. hour. So it's 3:45 a.m. right now. The Snowfall hourly rates and winds are supposed to pick up again in the next hour. Well, I'm wearing a hat right now. I'm fully bundled. I even have my neck gaiter, which is not fully on right now, but it is there, so I can always pull it up. But I'm gonna keep an eye on my camera too, just to make sure it's not snowed up, because with the sideways snow, we're gonna get layers caked on. Taxis are operating, taxis, and it looks like an ambulance, so people do still need to get to work. I guess it makes sense that these types of vehicles would operate. TLC, so I think somebody asked about TLC plates. Those are the ones, those are like taxi and limousine commission plates. So that's, Ubers have the same kind of plates, and they have to be registered that way too. Similar to taxis. Okay. Oh, that's bad. I just activated Google by breathing on my phone. Wonderful. What? Okay, hold on a second. Alright. I gotta turn off my phone. Alright, there we go. I like my suitcase. Why the live started early? I mean, if you had to take any guess, I'll give you 2 guesses. Actually, I think I'll give you 1 guess as to why the live might have started early today. I'll give you 1 guess. Compared to Long Island, a lot less snow. Yeah, I mean, they said like Long Island was going to get hammered a lot more. I don't know if it's because of the way New York City sits here, or just because we're more west of you guys. But I'm getting a lot of phantom touches on my chat phone. So apologies if I don't scroll around as much. I don't know if 3 times is an exaggeration, because we do have like 8 inches in places where it does accumulate nicely, so I don't think you have 24 inches on the ground already. But there is supposed to be still be a lot of accumulation in the next 7 hours or so. We'll see. It's supposed to pick up again in the next 20-30 minutes. We shall see. Powder puff, sure. Yeah, I thought I read that, and then I got discombobulated and all this stuff going down, you know. But as long as it was helpful. Oh, they're getting closer and closer to getting more of the screens fixed up here at the Marriott Marquis. The right side is now working. The left side is actually caked in a little bit of snow, and then there's still some gaps up ahead. C.B. Taylor, about 8 inches lower Manhattan. Yeah, that's what it seems like right now, at least in Manhattan. Or at least in places that it can actually accumulate and not be blown around. And then areas, it's sometimes also areas can have a lot more because they've been blown around too. And at the same time, a lot less. But it looks like the actual snow density is increasing. Yeah, we almost just had the last snowstorm melt off. Almost. There were still a bunch of those gray snowcrete piles, but yeah, Times Square folks are at it, and they're also, as you can see, they're also periodically cleaning off here in Times Square. So rather than letting it pile up, they are doing it as it happens, so that they don't have to push as much snow at one time. They're just quickly clearing off the path. And there's supposed to be an earth cam just to my left, right where it says "Girl Gone Viral" area. The ticket stairs are over here, and this is what Times Square looks like right now. empty, snowing, blizzard level conditions maybe, I don't know. Prime Mama says no taxis should be out there. Yeah, I know about the travel ban. I don't know the extent of it. I know essential workers are still able to travel. If the power goes out, does Times Square stay on? I mean, if the power goes out, it would not, unless some of the buildings have generators powering the billboards. But I don't know why they would. You can see me on the Earth Cam? Nice, Abby. Victor Karadia, привет. My Pocket 3 is now completely covered in snow. I wonder if there's a way I'll be able to, like, turn it off and clear off whatever snow is on it before it melts and seeps into the cracks. Nova Rain is here at 42 months of membership. Couldn't get back to sleep, so joined us instead. Welcome. Sorry, couldn't get back to sleep. Join us for the middle portion, I would say, of this snow event. It started yesterday afternoon. A lot of rain and wet snow that just turned to water as soon as it hit for a while. And then it started sticking, at least in the city, late last evening, and then really started picking up. But right now, not super windy. There are gusts at times, which is as we expect. There's a guy setting up a camera. Could actually be from a local station, but we gotta traverse this way. Okay, this sidewalk's nice and clean. The other difference between this snowstorm and the last one is we were in a deep chill as soon as that last snowstorm hit. We were just in a deep chill for 2 weeks. So that snow went nowhere. I was looking at the weather. By Wednesday, it's going to be in the 40s again. So hopefully, whatever we do get does melt faster. It is unlikely power goes out in Manhattan. However, the last big power outage was probably during Sandy, and that was because of flooding, and a transformer blew at the Con Ed by Stuytown. I think that was one of the main reasons we lost so much power in Manhattan last time. But that was flooding at Con Ed. With the strong gusts, unless it affects the actual power plants or whatever, shouldn't be outages, but you never know. We'll see. I don't think the peak blizzard is past yet. We're kind of still in it. It has lulled a little bit, but it's supposed to pick up again. Man, with the snow not be with it not being as cold out, the snow is really, because the salt is effective. They salted the streets, the road. The salt is effective, and the corners have a deep watery slush. So I might just go out into the street to avoid the corner. Oh man, but even this spot looks questionable. Okay, that was okay. There we go. You know, just very few cars out, as you can tell. I'm just kind of crossing willy-nilly. There's a snowplow in the distance, but he's still got a ways to go before he gets to me. We could hit up Rockefeller Center temporarily and then keep moving. There's no tree to see there, but it is another iconic area of New York. Oh, and thanks to the Prime for the partner anniversary, Slumpify. I keep forgetting. You guys reminded me. No Jalapegus, thanks for the follow. Pizza will be operating. They're keeping this as clear as possible. Deli's working. I mean, a lot of places will be operating as long as they can be. I'll probably start today about 6:15 in the morning, and then I go as long as I need to till I'm done with what I have to do there, and then we'll hopefully be able to get back out if my equipment's still working, because I'm free balling it, not using an umbrella because of the winds, using an older DJI Pocket 3 that already has a faulty USB port that's out of warranty. And so I'm hoping it doesn't glitch out because of that port issue, but then if it just crashes out because of the moisture, we did what we had to. But see, they're staying on top of a lot of these sidewalks, rather than waiting for it to pile up, they're clearing it out. We'll walk some of the streets that are not in the middle of these kinds of busier by daytime zones. There is an official snow day today as well, and it's not one of those stupid remote learning snow days. The kids get a real snow day. So Central Park today is probably going to be something. There's going to be a lot of activity in Central Park from the kids and others enjoying the snow. I guess we probably should walk towards Central Park. We do need to get a little bit of it because I won't be able to do it later. So we got to get it now. There is a chance though that I can get out later for the aftermath. Thanks. But we'll see. Yeah, see, the strong winds have really caked snow onto the walls too, which doesn't really happen unless you have blizzard level conditions here. The snow plows are also keeping things really smooth on the roads, so they're keeping it clean. So the roads weren't great during the last snowstorm, if you remember. They were not that great for a little while because it was also so cold. The snow wasn't melting because of the salt. They all they could do is plow it, but also it was too cold for the salt to work effectively. All right, I gotta turn around so I can read some of the chats. Misting up. Let me clear out the thing a little bit. It's hard to read the chat too. It's a lot of liquid on there. You saw someone streaming. So also, technically, Central Park is closed right now. So let's approach Central Park and see what's up. All right, I'm getting surrounded by snow plows. There's one on my left. There's one on my right. Well, this is a good example of the staggered snowplow formation. You see, they start on the left, they start to move a little bit of snow over, and the next one moves it over more, the next one moves it over more, the next one moves it over more, and then the final one jams it into the sidewalk or into the parked cars, and that's how you get buried. So that's what's going on here. All right. Yeah, see, now we've got the gunk. Just before everything else melted from the last snowstorm. Let's walk down 6th Avenue and then approach the park that way, or walk up 6th Avenue, approach the park that way. No, we are getting pelted by little snow bullets. I just hope I'm not oh, shoot. This is my phone. Yeah. All right, we gotta walk to the side for a second. I gotta get my phone. My phone has no... Or hopefully... Oh, okay. Phone scrolled down a lot. I am commuting early for sure. Why am I not in bed in my place as well? For the commutes, we must be out there. The Division. You know, I still never played the Division. I know it has an interesting recreation of New York in it. Is it worth playing at this point? So the fountain across the street is actually turned off right now. The water is present. It's not drained, but it's not spouting. 100% humidity is weird. Is it? I thought whenever it's like raining, that means it's 100% humidity. Isn't snow just like kind of like rain? I'm not sure. Is it weird? I don't know. At initial reaction, it's not weird, but maybe I'm misunderstanding. Oh, Zaya Vlogs here. Morning. Good to see you. It's been a little while. Everyone's out for the snowstorm. Well, some folks are. A few of the usual suspects on TikTok are out there, but I don't know. Last time I tried to watch it live on TikTok, everyone's so, at least the creators seem to be so focused on double tap the screen, tap, and then demanding gifts and stuff. I don't know, and it happens quite often, so I can't really watch TikTok lives. Oh. I moved it. Okay. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna lose. This camera's gonna die. I think. As we continue. And even blowing on my screen, I gotta be careful. As soon as I blow on it, it like melts some of the snow. Because some of it is now sticking a little bit more. So we'll see. Yeah, there's just not as much snow. You could tell based on the snow plows. They move it over to the side and it's just not as much as the last storm. We're still not done with this one yet, but I don't know if the system is shifting or if there's still just a lot more to come. Because it is now 4 a.m. CK, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I see Kennemer? I can't read. Armand's with that Czech Krona 20 super chat. A coffee, thank you. Appreciate that support. Armand, thank you. Appalachian's got a bunch of snow, huh? Yeah, I have vlogs with a $5 super chat as well. Thank you for that support, I have vlogs. I really appreciate it. Yeah, baby commuter's doing good. She just turned 5. Getting more and more into piano. I gotta figure out how to use her memory to her advantage. She's really good at those matching games. Like, I don't even know how she remembers some of them. But it's probably because also she's like all in when she's like playing something with you. She really is like all in. Alright, we're walking north, heading towards Central Park, which is technically closed right now. I cannot read on my screen. My screen, I don't know if you can see this. This is just covered in snow that's melting a little. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my screen, rub it off on my snow pants. That's not great. A little better now, okay. Novator, thanks for the follow. And thanks again, iVlogs. Good to see you. And thank you again for the support. I hope you and yours are doing well too. Wizard Pizza, we're up early. But so are you. But so are you. We're in this together. Now they're keeping this area very clean, as you can tell. They're staying on top of it. Okay, the wind is picking up a bit. I'm getting pelted. Aerod Games, hello. Aha. The snow mounds are building from the plows, so in theory this will only get worse. And they're not as tightly packed this time because of the wetter snow. So they're not like frozen down. Andy, hello. In Deutschland. Look at this bus stop. Getting caked. There's the infamous Hilton. What time's the bus coming? Never. Oh wow, this is like frozen onto it. Okay. Wow. 20. Oh, something just. Oh, let's see. Here's what I look like right now. Oh, this is gonna be dangerous too. Connection. You wipe off more of the. I'm caked in snow on my jacket. I gotta make sure I. Oh no! Why did I jump, you stupid idiot? That's gonna mess with my connection. I'm caked in snow, and I'm hoping it doesn't melt on me as I generate more heat from my body. Yeah, why didn't the mayor stop the snow? Good question. Good question. No car. That's right. The travel ban after 9. Pretty clean despite the weather. Yeah, they're keeping on top of it. I guess with the travel ban, they're able to really send the snow plows out and not have to worry about anything. They just keep cleaning periodically. So I think the snow plows, salt trucks, I think they're just non-stop all night, just keeping things clean. So at the very minimum, the roads will be good, I think, by tomorrow, by this morning, later afternoon today, and so by Tuesday I think everything will be okay again. I know there was some speculation that the snow day might persist until Tuesday, like another day off of school. Maybe this time they would enforce remote learning or something, but for now, who knows? Yeah, look at this bus stop. It got completely encased. See? The wind. This, I can't tell if it's from the wind this time or not, or if a snowplow or something hit it. Or if it was already like that. But yeah, Central Park technically closed. I don't know if they enforce it as much when it's like this. Just because, I mean, what are you going to do? We just want to see what the park looks like in the snow. Until 6 a.m., but... I could hear the trains running. Underground trains should have no issues running. I mean, they could, depending on, meltage and signal issues or something like that, but above ground might have a lot more problems. There wasn't really any more snowfall since that last big snowstorm, but it was so cold after that snowstorm that we had snow on the ground until through this past week, when a lot of it started to melt because of rain, and then we got this right back. KSB, did you have a message? Sorry, it's hard for me to read some of the chats. I'm looking on my phone screen and it's covered in water and snow, and I might be missing stuff. If you want to rewrite your question, I'll try to respond to it as long as I see it again. Unfortunately, I saw your message about not responding to you. Oh, you're wondering if it's a live stream or video. Yeah, the other thing that these kinds of storms bring is fake videos. there'll be people who have recorded prior snowstorms, or those that start restreaming other people's videos, like illegally, and it kind of detracts from the work we put in actually being out here. But yeah, no, we're live. I'm out here, Lollapalooza. I'm out here. And Alexis, hello. It's just after 4 a.m. here in New York. What? Okay. Some of the questions are getting a little too, like, what is, how old me being this year have to do with anything? Anyway. It's more being pelted by the snow bullets that I could do without. Alright, I'm turning around for a moment because the speeds are picking up a little bit. By the way, that building across the street on my right, the Carnegie House.
What?
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm just talking to a camera. That building over there is it's on a land lease, so if you look at the apartments for sale there, if you just look up Carnegie House, they're all cheap for the area, but you're also gambling on whatever's going to happen when the building, I think the land lease might have extended a little again. I don't know, but not for long. I think it was supposed to be up last year. I forgot what happened. But yeah, you're gambling on what's going to happen with that land lease. Most likely, it's going to sell to someone who's going to jack up the price for it, so everyone's maintenance is going to go up, or worse. KSB, how old are you this year? You first. Division is a good game? Alright, I'll have to look into that one. Actually play. I'm pretty sure I have it. Wayne, hello, in Germany. Alright, I gotta clear up some of the... I'll run to the scaffolding. I'm gonna clear up some of this stuff from my phone. Hey. There we go. Yeah, I have to go in the other direction to go to work. But we're walking towards Central Park since we're like right there anyway. So we're right by Billionaires Road too. Wait, you didn't answer how old you are first. Then I can answer more questions. Rather me than you. That's what I'm here for. Live out your Blizzard dreams by proxy. How live is this? It's pretty live. Observations and socialization. Otherwise, I knew that you were going to say that, or I could be doing a voice over off a video. But the way I can debunk that myth is if I start. I'm going to do a peace sign right now and actually do it. So that'll be hard to fake. Thanks to the official follow your games. Max, всем привет, says hello to everyone. Okay, the wind is picking up. I didn't take my external mics. I want to keep things. I have to clear off the screen. Hold on. Oh yeah. It's getting kicked down. Okay. Wind is hard to fake too. Yeah. Rumton, as long as you're enjoying. They were asking if this is really live. Yeah, I understand. It's a frustrating thing that, because of how many skeptical people start coming up, it becomes like too
repetitive, I think. But, you know, we'll see. The underground train should still be operating. Okay, yeah, that's pelting me. Ow. Woo. Little snow bullets, little snow bullet. I'm turning around again. I'll just walk backwards. Yeah, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna work. We're going the wrong way technically, but all right. Let's try this again. How am I staying awake? Well, we're also not too far off of my usual awakening time. Somebody's walking their dog. I'm taking care of business. We're not too off of my... I mean, I'd be awake in about 45 minutes normally anyway, so we're like right there. Oh, that guy's trying to catch a taxi? Okay, the winds are blowing. Anyway, here's Central Park. Why is that guy yelling at the taxi? Oh, I think they were trying to flag down a taxi for somebody from a hotel over here. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what's going on at JFK right now. All I imagine is there's a lot of flight cancellations and delays. Ooh. So we can take a quick peek into Central Park. I know it's technically closed, but it's also nice when we get some of the first views. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Yeah, so apparently I also heard that it doesn't actually have to be snowing for blizzard conditions. It could even just be moving snow around that's already landed. There was that one time we walked here in a snowstorm early, and we saw a coyote. No, but you can see there have been people here. I see footsteps, so we're not the first. Oh, I think a tree downed. Yeah, okay, so we gotta be careful here in Central Park too, because the strong winds, it looks like a tree did go down. There's caution tape. Let's investigate, but not too closely. All right, this snow is deep. Yeah, where it's not cleaned here in the park, it's actually quite deep. Street photography in these conditions, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty iconic landscape when New York is covered in snow. Hopefully we still get to see some of this in the daylight later, depending on if my equipment functions. Yeah, down tree. There's supposed to be a path over here, but it looks like a tree fell over from the heavy winds. So I don't think I want to be in here for too long, because I don't want any trees to fall on me either. I'm sure there won't be too many more, probably whatever. Well, actually, as more snow piles on too, could be adding weight, and then maybe with the winds, I don't know. I guess it's not that much. If it's powdery snow, it's not going to be that much, but whatever. Yeah, with the roads also not being fully cleaned up here. Am I using Starlink? No, I'm not using Starlink today. I do have a Starlink. We use it during big events, like parades or New Year's. But no, we're not using it today. All right, we'll take one off the beaten path area over here. There's a staircase here. We're going to try to figure out where the stairs are, because you can't see them that well. Okay. Well, so far so good. Yeah, right now I'm using 3 separate cell phone services. I have the big 3. One of them is only only one of them is on 4G. One of them is on 4G, and that's T-Mobile, which is probably detrimental now. It used to be that things were more stable when you used 4G, but now that all these companies have been building out their 5G services, I think they're slowly phasing away their 4G capacity. This is nicely cleaned.
No, NYC, whenever, I mean, snow is kind of like a nature's sound dampener. It's like audio, like the panels you use to reduce echo when you treat a room for sound. It's like nature's version, so it is quite. Oh wow! So when it's cleared down, even though it's like nice and seemingly even and flat, it's like slippery. I actually might prefer the fluffy, untreated, uncleaned snow. Crystal metals here. Snow insulates. Yeah, it also feels usually a bit warmer when it snows too. There's a certain dampening of sound, but it also feels a bit warmer. Do I have skates? No, I don't have my own skates. Speaking of which, if you do have your own skates, you can ice skate for free at Bryant Park if you come with your own skates. I mean, here, see how different the winds cause different pilings of the snow. See, this last bench here, there's a lot of snow. Look, if I just go all the way down, I mean, that's probably like, I don't know, almost a foot so. But then you got this one, but it looks like somebody might have messed around with this bench. Maybe that's why this one has so much less snow. I don't even know what that little thing is on it. A little snowman or something, I don't know. Anyway. Alexis, thanks for the follow. Yeah, also getting up at 2:30 in the morning. I went to bed at 9:30. You know, I'm still kind of getting over that last little sickness I got. So it probably wasn't in my body's best interest, but we must be in the snow. That's important. Okay, we'll come out on 5th Avenue and I'm going to go south again. Yeah, I mean, these benches are piled up. I thought there would be more accumulation during this hour, but right now I'm not seeing much. Looks like that side's not cleared out either, so we're going to have to make our own path here. It's fine, we can do it. Well, somebody's already been here, see? There's footsteps. Oh yeah, this is deep. If it's completely unclear, it's deep. This is deep. I gotta be careful not to mess with my connection now. I can't make any sudden movements with this camera and jiggle the USB ports. Make a snow angel. Oh man, it'd be too much right now. All right, I am tired. Okay. Let's get out of here. There's the Apple Store. It is 24/7. I wonder if it's open now. It looks like a news van also setting up over there. They'll be doing some morning blizzard reporting. My feet are okay. I was thinking about wearing different shoes, but I just ended up wearing my Merrell walking shoes. I got wool socks on though. The reason I was looking at my boots, my hiking boots. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be walking for a little while right now. And if I put on shoes now that I'm not used to, like my feet haven't been used to for a while, it might actually cause more annoyances for me. So I decided to just stick with my Merrells because I know they work okay in snowy conditions. This Apple Store is 24/7. The one here is, yes. The Plaza Hotel is on my right, the Home Alone 2 hotel. They've had a scaffolding around it for quite some time now, which I guess improves their snow clearing by them not having to do as much of it. And we are able to do this in 4K. I wish my bitrate could be a little higher, but at the same time, that could cause more problems when there are connection issues, because then it'll be, whenever there's a sudden drop in bitrate, the more you're putting out there, the bigger glitch there will be. Caveats. Alright, this is pretty runny here. Okay, I made it through. Wow, this is a coordinated clearing effort up ahead. They want to make sure Bergdorf Goodman is good for business later. Mr. Tukio, thanks for the follow. Morning. Consider the plastic bag thing. How effective is it? Do you also feel like you're swimming in your shoes if you put like plastic? Like, do you feel like you're slipping and sliding in there? Yeah, I definitely would not wear my Brooks Ghost shoes. Those things are the slipperiest shoes I've ever had the displeasure of wearing. Yeah, Paris Theater's still there, and we even went to an event at it. Not really an event, like a show. They did a kids' version of K-pop Demon Hunter sing-along, where only like a bunch of kids came in. You were allowed to just be loud and sing along with the music. And I think Baby Commuter had a good time. All right, we got to be careful here. There's gonna be. My light's red. No cars are coming. I mean, they're keeping Fifth Avenue clear, for sure. So let's start making our way all the way south. We got to get to the West Village now. What time is it? 4:28? Yeah, let's start making our way to the West Village. Snow in Tennessee, too. It's a pretty big storm. Cameron, hello. Shadow Panda, doing all right. How are you? AO441, hello. Sorry if I'm missing any chats. I got my phone mounted to my wrist. It's accumulating moisture and snow. And at times it's like phantom touches and scrolls. And it's up there. I started doing it on its own. I'm actually heating up just from exerting myself. Not exerting, but you know, just trudging around in the snow. It's not really an exertion, it's just burning energy some way. I guess that's the definition of this. Of sorts. Yeah, you could like volunteer. Well, not volunteer, you can get paid to clear snow. And the hourly rate's not that bad. I think to get the max hourly rate, you have to put in like 40 plus hours, but they do have the option if you have the physical capability to shovel for the city and get paid. Okay, there's a big hidden puddle in there. I can see it. Let me try to test the waters literally around it. Okay, there we go. Wow, this is like so. It's just. Did they have like heated sidewalks or something? This is like too nicely cleaned and like very demarcated lines. Yeah, those of you who are new, welcome. I am Gabe, the walking commuter. I walk to work. That was the premise of my channel originally. But we also do coverage like this and events like Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, New Year's at Times Square, Comic-Cons. I'm particular too, so I do them. Some of this stuff is stuff that I like that I want to share with you. Others, oof, it smells like chlorine. I think there's a pool in this building. Others is just big events in New York. And the other part of it is just walking to and between work. Oh. Danger. Oh, yeah, that pedal was deceiving. I feel a little bit more moisture in my foot on that one. Yeah, so I'm hoping to be at the Comic-Con again, preferably with like a creator badge, but it's not guaranteed every year. And I still haven't heard from Anime NYC about one from there, so I'm assuming that's going to be a no-go. But I did buy a Friday badge just in case anyway. Salvatore Giannino, thank you for the $10 super chat. Appreciate that support. And Sweet Sugar, oh man, I can't read it because it's a cane, I think, because it's covered in snow. Thanks for the follow. But yeah, appreciate the support. Interestingly, actually, we're walking by Salvatore Ferragamo on the left, but they seem to have rebranded or removed the name Salvatore from all their storefronts. Gift of time. It was the best of times. Yeah, you can still hear my voice is not a hundo yet. Had a lingering cough, but hopefully that's on the tail end. Hey, as long as you're enjoying the show, thanks for watching. Fat Nige. Appreciate it. Let me know if I mispronounced it. My apologies if I did. Okay, let me not get trench foot here. This is the flagship Nike store on my right. Yeah, the flakes aren't super big right now. Not super big right now. Victoria's Secret on my right. St. Patrick's on my left. All the snow is kind of sticking to the sides and the little divots in the facade. Lego store. Oh, yeah, my voice. Lego store's on the right. One year they had this interesting interactive portion here where you could like play a game with the Lego store people in London, I think it was. Atlas is here, right across from St. Patrick's. Hecton McCoy with the $2 super chat. Thank you for that support. I can appreciate it. Sorry, it's really hard to read my screen right now with the water droplets. But thank you for your support. Yeah, Atlas guy is here. Rockefeller coming up again on my right. Snow plows are making their way through. I don't know if they're gonna stop. I think they are gonna stop, yeah. Let's go. Sometimes I'm wondering, because there's not that many cars on the road, if they're just gonna go. But not this time. Oh yeah, if anybody's talking politics, we don't really do that here. Maybe one day I'll have a secondary, well, I have a secondary channel already. And if we do home streams, we could focus more on that kind of stuff. Or not focus, but just talk about anything. But folks here, we try to... A lot of folks come here to escape from the day-to-days. The trials and tribulations. Ooh, slippery. Yeah, I think that being cleared out is worse at times when it's just a thin layer of snow on the ground. I'd prefer it to be a little bit more snowed on and less clear for my traction, but I wonder if today's show is gone. It must be. The show must go on. But they're out there to ruin our lives, so we don't usually go that way. No, I haven't really been following the Olympics. I saw someone like the big wins for figure skating, which is cool. At least in the news. Uh-oh, my phantom touches are about to do something funny. Uh-oh. How windy is it right now? Right now, it was windier like 20 minutes ago. But I also think I'm walking away from the wind. And it was like pelting my face with snow bullets before. So now that it's behind me, hitting my back, it doesn't feel as bad. It's not super windy right now. Lululemon's gonna have some work to do here. They're lagging behind their Fifth Avenue competitors. Blaze, Alex, thanks for the partner anniversary. Congrats. I would have forgotten about it completely if it weren't for you guys. NYC gal, welcome back. Thank you, Corner. I mean, thank you, Cameron. Why is it Corner? Thank you. I mean, yeah, in terms of unity and people, we are all one. We've created artificial divides between ourselves. It is what it is. But it's not great. The construction zone, someone's going to have to plow this. I should have walked on the other side of the street nicely, because I should have just crossed the street and gone there. That's alright. How often do you get a chance to walk through almost untouched snow? Only one has walked here before us, maybe two, based on this trail. So it's nice. We've been on the run, driving in the sun, looking out for number one. California, All right. Still so dead. Travel ban in effect. I think until noon. Okay, well, it's not. No, we left early today. I left early for this. We have to do an extended snow experience, especially in the middle of the night. I don't think there's that many out here doing this right now. Some folks on TikTok, but some of the ones I saw are just like always on. It's like a 24/7 stream show. But here we are. No, there's no school today for public school. I'm assuming even private schools. But I wonder if with private schools they have an alternative because you're paying so much money. I don't know, probably not. But today is an actual snow day. They finally did it. You know, the last one, they took it away from the kids. They just said, it's a remote learning day. I wonder how many of them actually participated. I know they also take attendance, though, for public school. Anyway. ECAT, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the snow's rather light right now. I don't know how much more it's going to pick up again. If anybody wants to look at the hour by hour from Manhattan. Gosh, somebody's Spots are so slippery. You forget about it for a second because it's like a really clear path of sidewalk where you're actually walking on the direct concrete or whatever this stuff is. But then you get used to it, and then you step on another zone. It's like, oh, I have to change the way I walk now to make sure I don't slip on this one. You know, because when there's an expectation of grip, you walk a little differently. It's just how it is. Can you take the subway? Yeah, the underground train should be running. We heard some earlier. Oh man. Sneeko with a $10 super chat. Missed you a second ago. Is that the Sneeko? Appreciate that support. If that is, I liked the running collab with Casey Neistat. Roman Tata, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Kid. Just like the character from Dexter. Surprise. And then, ooh, that's slippery. You might have seen some of the snow fly out from under me. I don't have heated. I have heated gloves, but they're not on right now. It's kind of warm. I got a lot of, extra layers. Okay. I got the reference right. Okay, good. The Zara sign is off the rails. Well, not really. It's dancing for us. Okay. A lot of the, because of the sideways snow, a lot of the if I'm a gabillionaire, give you a jabillion. We got 9 seconds here. I can barely see the street sign because of the snow caked on. This guy's inching too much. All right. Oh, that was wet. Oh, it's in my shoe. All right. Stop complaining, computer. Oh man. How are we doing right now? What time is it? 4:44? Not too bad. We got some time to get to the West Village. I mean, there's no definitive time. It's whatever time in my mind I've kind of set for. Oh no. The phantom touches have closed my chat screen. Hold on. Oh gosh. I am just some kind of walker, man. That is true. I've been doing it since I was 12 months old. Actually, I don't know exactly when I started walking without assistance. Usually 12 months is kind of like the milestone for walking, but it's not exact. Oh. By the way, on the right, yeah, this is the Schwartzman building of the New York Public Library with the 2 lions up front. What are their names? Patience and Fortitude? I feel like I always get it wrong, but that's kind of what I remember in my mind right now. Drill Zoom, thanks for the follow. Whew. Is this near Bryant Park? Yeah, Bryant Park is just behind the library, so we're facing west right now. Bryant Park is just behind there. We're on 5th Avenue, walking south. 5th Avenue is the division in Manhattan between east and west. So when you're reading an address in Manhattan, if something is 5 East
40th Street, for example, it means it'll be on that side of Fifth Avenue. If it's 5 West 40th Street, it'll be on this side. And it starts counting from like single digits. So Fifth Avenue is kind of the beginning. So the higher digits you get to, so if you get to like 300, 400, east or west some street, that's closer to the rivers. Just if you're curious how that works. Oh, I'm gonna be sniffling a lot. Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. Sam Jackson quote from shoot. I just know there's just like a lot of water in there. Let me try. Let me go this way. There's definitely water here too, but maybe I can. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right. Oh, this one's real bad too. How's that? Oh, he's got proper boots on. My boots aren't proper. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way and then maybe go. Oh. You know, I can just walk a block here. There's no cars coming right now. I'm in the bus lane. There should be no buses. Well, there are buses running, but I don't know if there's going to be that many at this hour. Let me get to the end of the block. Okay, this looks safer. Okay. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Jeez. That's what it sounds like when the plows are coming. That's how you get potholes. That's how you get potholes. Maybe not the only way, but that's definitely a big contributor. Whew. Okay, Shaver Hall. Still waiting on this place to open. Yeah, I feel this is bad. I think I've generated heat to the point where the snow that was caked on me has started melting a little bit. Ain't that fun? We just get to walk through this freshly plowed gunk. Also, manhole covers you got to be careful for. They're just like a slippery surprise when they're covered in snow. They're just waiting for you, waiting to take you down. Oh, CVS is closed? Oh, they open at 7. Huh. There's a point where a lot of CVS's are 24 hour here. Why so early? Because we have to be. For the snow, for the commute. What is that squealing sound? Is that like a snowblower that's on its last legs, or what is that? Oh, it is. Okay. Maybe that's just how it's supposed to sound. Every corner is a new challenge. A new challenger has appeared. Every corner. Nichols, thanks for the follow on Twitch. No bridges today. Good as a rope. There was a gym teacher in 8th grade who used to say that. You get a zip rope if you're late. Somebody's walking with a boombox. They still call those boomboxes? Even if it's a Bluetooth speaker? Sounds like a pressure cooker. Yeah, it does kind of sound like a... Someone's releasing the Instant Pot. No cars. Ooh. This spot looks drier. There we go. Would you look at that? Oh, gosh. A tea kettle too, yeah. Alright, we can hug the wall here. Long Island's getting a lot of snow. They said Long Island was going to get slammed. They did say that. Yeah, right now there's just, it's not like a thick snow. It's just snowing steadily, but I wouldn't say this is like a heavy snow. And the wind is periodic. If it gusts to over 35 and does that for 3 hours consecutively with reduced visibility, that's pretty much all you need for it to be called a blizzard. I gotta see, this is what we gotta be careful on this freshly plowed stuff. Garden the Garden is giving an announcement to Twitch, welcoming the new friends. Leah King, Ping, thanks for the follow. It is early. That is true. We're right under the Empire State Building now. I don't know, I'm scared to like show it to you because I really don't want to mess my connection up. Natalia, thanks for the follow. Aswolf, ASWDF, sorry, I can't read sometimes. Thanks for the well wishes on Twitch. Queens at 15 inches? Really? I feel like Manhattan's just not getting as much, I don't know. But it's also hard to say because they are staying quite on top of it. More on top of it than they were. Alright, I'm gonna go around this because it's so slushy. It's so slushy that I can't tell when I'm stepping into like 4 inches of water. No, this is better. Yeah, it's better over here. Okay. Empire State Building is getting its treatment right now. Nothing like the smell of gas in the morning. Okay. Astronaut 13, thanks for the follow. Yeah, those are security cameras above CVS. I know it's like a pretty big cluster of them too. It's like a command center of cameras. Well, they've done nothing here. Actually, this is probably safe to walk through because there's no puddles in there. As we get away from the touristy areas, it's going to get less clean. Thanks for that follow. Oh, it's me. Thanks for the Prime sub on Twitch. Appreciate that. For those joining, I am technically walking to work right now. I got out much earlier than I would normally because of the snow. My plan is to go to this work location, do a little work, and then continue on for a part 2 of this stream, at least for a little bit, and then I'll continue on to do my work throughout the day. But at least to get as much snow time as possible. Because when we go out again, later, it'll be even more closer to being done. And it's all supposed to taper off by the early afternoon, unless there's further shifts in the weather system. Ugh. Phantom touches on my screen took away my chat. How many CVS's in New York? Lots. Max Hunter, thanks for the follow. Almas, thanks for the follow. Camera wipe time, thank you. Let me put my glove on to use the fabric on my thing. It's not perfect, but it'll do.
It's not lost on me that even though my channel is all about walking to work, I don't really talk about the kind of work I do. I think one day I will. I don't know. Right now, it's just, I'm not sure that it's going to add to the layers of the channel. I don't know. It's kind of more interesting than being a mystery at this point, maybe. Dog balls, thanks for the follow. This is all really, there's a lot of,
Excuse me.
yeah.
NYC 27.
27? It's hard to see all the streets. It's like a few blocks that way. So we're on 31st. Yeah, 27th is that way. Yeah, a few more blocks. Now the question is, how do I get on the sidewalk now without further stepping into? I guess I'm back in. Let me check for the cars. Looks safe for a while, so I guess I'll stay here until I get to a more traversable zone. Okay, am I missing stuff? Hold on a second. Oh, posture check, always important, thank you. By elimination, can you remove some of those though? What indicators do you have? Singer-songwriter, that'd be fun. When I was growing up, since I did play piano and violin and did a bunch of music theory classes and such, I did one of my things that I wanted to do was write video game or movie music. So if you listen to some of the music in the beginning that plays or at the ending screen, that's just stuff I made 20 years ago, and a lot of it probably sounds like it could be intended for video games. Yeah, New York being this deserted, rare. I mean, it was like this a few years ago. Something might have happened in 2020 that could have caused some reduced populations here, maybe. Well, I could definitely do a lot of my work with a laptop or a computer, but there is a certain portion of my work that cannot be done without that. So let's layer that to the mystery. Like, I have a certain amount of work that I have to do in person, at least for part of my job, and then that will result in more time on the computer. The mystery. Is this live? It is live. Barzell T? Sorry, my phone is covered in stuff. Oh man, I just felt like a droplet inside, right on my tummy. That just means my jacket is now bleeding through. Jan Graham in Melbourne, hello. ASWDF, just got off work, eating dinner, wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and watching me walk to work in the heavy snow. What a world it is, right? Pink Rabbit. Nope. Official work has nothing to do with content creation. I'd like it to be at some point. But I actually enjoy what I do also outside of this. So it's going to be, if this does get bigger, it's going to be an interesting, I don't know, interesting decisions I'll have to make if this gets bigger. Someone's running for exercise, it would seem. Or not. They slowed down. Near NYU? I mean, it depends on what you're thinking. NYU undergrad is more south of us. NYU, the medical campus, is east of us, but like all the way east along the river. I wonder if that guy found 27th Street, because we're like right there. My actual watch alarm is going off. It's actually kind of annoying. Did I just snooze it instead of... Oh well. Figure it out later. Also, what I do for work did require a lot of years of schooling, so that might also be hints. Snooze, you lose. Yeah, my actual watch alarm just went off, just my just-in-case alarm. Because I normally wake up around 5. I usually just get up without the alarm these days, but this is my just-in-case alarm. Alright, this is going to be wet. No, not a lawyer. But sometimes I watch that legal mindset guy as he dissects internet drama and lawsuits as it relates to internet drama. I do enjoy watching that sometimes. As Davey 504 once said, if no one's angry, no one's watching. I wrote music in my I had a lot of classical music training, but I like to also diddle around. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Mess around on the piano, make my own stuff. Eventually, I got into using Fruity Loops. Oh gosh, this is a big pile. Like masquerading some water. Fruity Loops, now called FL Studio, to make beats and loops and stuff. Yeah, the bass player, Davey 504, yeah. I like his stuff too. No, not an architect. That'll be... I'm Art Vandalane. Oh, do I need a... You're invested now? Good. As long as I could add to the mystery without revealing, even better. Tim Cook is your morning alarm. I need to add more AOL sounds to my daily life. Welcome. You've got mail. Goodbye. Oh, I think there's one more. Oh yeah, file's done. Oh, that was a moist step. The Flatiron Building in front of us, yes. Where the boys' headquarters are. Is there going to be, like, what's the next plan for boys and Gen V? Is there any more Gen V, or is it just now synchronized? Are they going to just be all in one at this point? All right, this is... I'm wet. I'm uncomfortable. That's okay. That's okay. It's all temporary. Everything is temporary. An auditor? No. A snow dispersal technician. That's right. I just do it manually with my feet. Get a hot pizza. There might be some store open. Let's see, I see snowplows and stuff. I hear them.
Good morning, sir. Have a
Good morning, sorry.
help. I need help. Please help.
Still dodging the water here. And there's some stuff on my camera. Oh, maybe, nope, that looks, oh no, but I gotta get off the sidewalk because I hear, off the street because I hear plows. Okay. Now you get to the parts of Fifth Avenue that are not cleaned as quickly. Frogger2A says, fake video. The skepticism. It's a good first impression, I think. Strong work. Don't get plowed. Uh-oh. That works in more than one way. Trying to find the areas without water buildup. That ain't it. Okay. Shepherdstone used to live West 24th. Nice. Not too far off from here. Yeah, schools are closed today. Yeah, I think it might have been that person knocking over the trash cans. I'm sloshing around here, and it looks like there's... Yeah, I'm walking like water now. Okay, this is disgusting. Now my foot's really cold. Man, how deep was that? I was walking on the outside of it. Shouldn't have even been that deep. All right, whatever. The temperature in the subway stations? I mean, in the wintertime, it's usually quite comfortable. In the summertime, it's sweltering. Heat wave subway platforms are some of the worst things. Some of the worst things we have. All right, can I please get back on the sidewalk here? There's still technically blizzard conditions, which are not just snow accumulation, but strong winds and low visibility. Nope, didn't have to redo anything. It was just long. And there's no way to do it without having a long education, if that helps at all. But it could have also been longer, depending on what I did. And I guess there's a chance it could have been shorter, but only by like a year. Also depending on what I would have done. This piece of place is closed. By the way, here's the current situation. Somehow my Pocket 3 is still working. I don't know how long that's gonna last because these are not waterproof at all. It doesn't snow if it's too cold. It snowed in January when it was absolutely frigid. And then we got freezing rain, even though it was 20 degrees outside, which is a possibility to have. The worst part about it being like close to freezing, though, is these the puddles at the curbs, at the corners. Thanks, LAX Casino. All right, now my watch is going off again. I have to press the right button for it to stop. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I think the snow density has picked up a little bit. I don't know if it's visible on the camera, but I think there's been a pretty big increase in snow density now. The morning, the flakes are bigger, and when we come out into a cross street, the winds are stronger. They seem to be coming out from west right now, the wind. And then when we go this way, we're protected. Sloshing around. Hope I don't get trench foot. I don't think I'll have my feet wet long enough, but again, apologies if I miss chats. I'm focusing on walking a little bit, and then also my phone screen is getting covered in snow. I know I got excuses. I got a mile-long list of them. Testing, hello. Where is everyone? Well, it's the crack of dawn. There's technically a travel ban. Schools are going to be closed, which also means a lot of adults are probably going to take the day off too if they have kids, if they can. But, yeah. Yeah, whatever is falling now is going to cause a lot more accumulation, I think. Yeah, the visibility now is done. I can see maybe 4 blocks down, and they say quarter-mile visibility is what you're looking at with blizzard conditions. So quarter mile is about 5 blocks on New York City standards, 20 blocks to a mile, roughly. That's kind of how we roughly estimate that. Luke Skywalker. I didn't see you before. How's it going? Are you buried out there? You're the man now, dog. Remember that whole thing was a website, YTMND? What a time that was. That was like eBaum's World days. eBaumsworld.com. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. A very deeply flawed man. They called him Eric Bauman. I'm just like, my feet are already wet, so I don't think it matters that much anymore. But I'm still just like hopeful that I can avoid deep puddles. Nope. Just jump. Uh-oh, don't jump. I'm gonna mess up my connections. Oh no, what have I just done? Oh my gosh, what is... I think my camera's starting to flip out. If my equipment survives, we'll have a part 2. But, no guarantee at this point. Later. My goodness. Bum 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 bum. Dum 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 dum. Dun 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 dun. eBaumsworld.com. Lemon Demon, if anybody knows, made a lot of nice memeable songs back in the day. Oh, Lexels, thanks for the follow. All right, 14th Street. Let's use this little bus platform to climb up. Oh gosh, that was all water. This, I think this is all deceiving. Oh, maybe not. All right. Very deeply falling cold. Oh, Mike, hello. Mopeds, I've seen 0 mopeds thus far. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I don't remember seeing or hearing a moped. The other song Lemon Demon is famous for is the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. This is the ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny, caused by guns and explosions. Far as the eye can see, there's only one survivor. I wonder who it will be. The ultimate showdown, ultimate destiny. Scaffolding. The snow shoveler's dream. Scaffolding. Alright, I gotta clear off my phone. The snow's getting thick. Caked on. Ugh. I hope. I'm really testing the waterproofing here. Ever done some freestyling on Ari's stream? I haven't. That might be fun. Like, sometimes I can get a pretty decent improvisation with lyrics going. Sometimes I have to be like in the right conditions. The conditions all have to line up, unfortunately. But it'll be fun. Because the kind of beat stuff that Ari does is pretty much what I used to do. Just not as fast and not as good. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like. Snow's supposed to kick up more at 6 a.m. Yeah, so here's what's going to happen if my equipment holds up. Okay, now we're in the gonna be less cleaned streets, I think, here on the side streets. We're heading towards Washington Square Park now. The plan is I'll get to where we're going, and then I'll be offline for a little while, maybe an hour and a half, depending how long it takes me over there. And then, if my equipment still works, we'll do a part 2. But there's a possibility that when I turn everything off, my camera is gonna all the water is gonna seep into all the crevices and just not gonna work anymore. So, I don't know. Because everything's like melting on it right now because it's warm, my camera. But we'll see. LX Casino, thanks for the official follow. Oh, Gohan versus Luffy's done. My breath is also getting on the lens, maybe. This is like a fence with holes, and it's still got caked on, see? Yeah, it's got holes. Ow! A little snow bullet went right in my eye. Thanks, Blizzard. Stick to your World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft for exactly 3 months. I played it for a while, I got into fishing, and then realized I'm just logging into this game to fish every day. And that's when I stopped. The MMO I probably played the most was City of Heroes and City of Villains back in the day. Coney Island Boardwalk. Hopefully Dutch Maz will be out later. He's in that area. I don't know if this... Oh gosh, if the polar bears are going to be swimming out there, but they might be. But I mean, yeah, if it keeps snowing like this for the next few hours, we could still get some substantial accumulation before it tapers off. There's still a lot of possibilities here. I don't know what the current radars look like, but this is what we got now. This is the boots on the ground reporting. I mean Merrill walking shoes on the ground reporting. World of Warcraft was Owen Wilson's favorite game. Is that because the acronym is WOW? Versus in Belgium, hello. And Division vibes. I still never really played it. Favorite musical artist? I don't know. It's a controversial opinion. For the longest time, I really enjoyed Smash Mouth, but then their first album was their best album. Like, I know some people they became really big with All Star, but Walking on the Sun was one of my favorite songs of theirs. And that first album also had a lot of like weird but fun songs, like the Fonz. That was a good one. What was the other one? Nervous in the Alley, I think, was another one. But nowadays I just listen to whatever. A very deeply flawed man, they called him Eric Bauman. I'm not sniffing coke. Am I being accused of drug use? All right. One more block until Washington Square Park. Probably has barricades up, so we won't be able to walk into that one. But at least we'll take a look. Okay. This is all piled up. Hopefully not, Mary. Hopefully not, you know? When you wore a younger man's clothes. Dun 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 da 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 da. Dun dun da 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 da. My sick voice not working. Alright. Parsec with a $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you. NYC legend. Thank you for the kind words in the super chat. Very much appreciated. NX6 Parsec. Oh, the gates aren't. The barricades aren't up right now. So that means the world is our oyster, or the park is our playground. Potatoes. Do you hear some sort of beeping? But like 2 octaves higher. Alright. And you know, the screen is okay. Okay, there's a questionable water under all this. Oh! Excuse the noises. Or enjoy the noises, I don't know. Yeah, visibility is quite low now. Oh, look at the lights illuminating the arch here. And the snow in front of them, that looks fun. Oh, I'm getting caked on with snow too. My pants are great. These are like Arc'teryx shell pants that you put over. They're like windbreaker pants almost. I put them on over my work pants. Those are working nicely. There's a big tripod up over there. Somebody's doing some sort of content. Yeah, this is not plowed. Some snowmen have already been started, it looks like. I don't know. Or that could be just an old pile from the last snowstorm. Oh, look at the... Wow, this is actually kind of creepy. On my right, there's like a whole family of snowmen. Snow people. You see this? We know the Highline's going to be closed today. Let's join the snow people. One of us. This is like almost like a snow. What was that thing I'm thinking of? Jackalope. Oh, Megalisk, thanks for the follow. No, don't do that. What did I just do? Oh my gosh. I almost stopped the stream, I think. David Kooster, hello. Sorry if I can't read what you're writing. We got the snow people. Yeah, visibility is low. I can barely see I can't see the buildings at the east side of Washington Square Park. I used to do piano stuff in that building over there when I went to NYU undergrad. That was a while ago. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, I'm hoping my equipment survives, because if we are able to go live in a couple hours, it's going to be daytime. So it's going to be a different experience. We actually get to see the snow and the stuff and things. There used to be a Slipgator quote, stuff and things. GKF, thanks for the follow. And thanks for the part anniversary wishes. Man. Oh no, what am I doing? There we go. At least that button still works. There's some phantom touches on my pocket screen, but whatever. Oh man, Calvin and Hobbes. Nah, man, there's a lot of things about the 90s. I know I try to fight nostalgia as much as I can. There's so many things about the 90s that, like, just, I don't know, make it seem like the perfect decade. Calvin and Hobbes was one of them. Posture check, thank you. Always important. The snow is supposed to taper off by early afternoon. I don't know when it'll actually happen. So these benches are kind of an indicator of how much snow there is right now. So if I'm gonna crouch down here and then just clear out until we get to the bottom of the bench, which is like right there. So that's about how much snow there is now. That's a decent amount. That's a decent amount. Okay. I'm very deeply fallen. Chess tables too. You can see how much snow there is. But see, it's all lopsided because of the windy conditions. Anyway, okay. Justin, thanks for the follow. Did you hear that? Jamo, thank you. Ooh. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Yeah, hopefully my equipment still works in a couple hours and we could still do a follow-up. The other question is how much battery I would have left. Okay. Now you get to see what the streets that are not really cleaned up and how that goes. Trying to clear off my phone screen a little bit. Oh good, it's gotten colder I think because the snow's not melting immediately on my screen anymore. I can wipe it away and it doesn't form like a film of water. Blvd, hello, flexing and stepping high. Ow. The snow went directly in my eyeball. Oh man. Yeah, see, these smaller roads are not as cleaned up. 6th Avenue is just to my right. That should be. TBM event. Appreciated. Ice bug. Boots with built-in cleats. Perfect for the environment. Nice. I'll look into that. Thank you. And thanks for following. Ice bug. Wow, it's bright over there. I don't know what they're highlighting, but I hope nobody lives too close to that. That's some Kenny Rogers chicken Seinfeld stuff. That's all for Benjamin Moore and Ace Hardware? Wow. Ooh, an ATM. I don't trust my bank anymore. I used to have First Republic, and they would reimburse any ATM fees. So I wonder what would happen if I just try to extract money from the shadiest ATMs in the city, but I'm not trying that anymore. Or I'm really getting caked down with snow. I'm gonna have to make sure I wipe this all off my body before I go inside anywhere and it starts melting on me, because that would be a disaster. Skywalker after. Now, it looks like nobody's driving here. I see no fresh tire tracks. Trying to clear off some of the snow off the pocket lens. Where's the snow? Good question. I don't know. Very quiet. And yeah, there's a travel ban in effect. Especially if you're driving. It's more for drivers, I think. They really don't want people driving right now. Any moose? Not yet. We have been walking quite a bit. I wanted to make sure we got a good extended walk in the snow. I mean, how often do we get this? We haven't had like a blizzard warning in a while. Oh man, I don't know if you could see it right now, but the way the lights are and the snowflakes, there's like little flashes when the light hits the snowflake the right way. It actually looks really cool. I haven't been paying attention as much, but now, oh, that was a rat. Or a lizard. Nah, it couldn't be a lizard, way too cold. That would be like the iguanas dropping off the trees in Florida. It's running this way to the park. There's rods and cones. Those are the cells in your eyes that help you see. Okay. 6th Avenue. Oh, not very cleared up over here either. Interesting. Muy interesante. Wow, the visibility is butt right now. Can barely see the Houston Street over there. Can see 4 blocks that way. These are the conditions. This is supposedly a bike lane. Ain't nobody biking. Somebody built a snowman out here. It actually might be now too cold for the snow to really pack. Maybe you could do it. Actually, it might be doable, especially if you use like bare hands. Add some of your heat into it. Okay, like this spot where the snow really blew in, I don't know if you could tell, but that's deep. Like when these snow drifts happen, you can get some really deep areas. So I don't know why I started walking in the deepest part here, but I never said I was particularly smart. Terry, thanks for the follow. Yes, my usual commutes are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. This is actually very early for a Monday commute. We would be walking closer to 8 a.m. if things were normal. But nothing about this is normal for us at the moment. This building is not interested in doing any pre-shoveling. Looks like at this point they're going to wait till it's all settled. We got spoiled by the Fifth Avenue portion of the walk. We got spoiled. Now we're just trudging in snow. Yes, we're in Manhattan. What time the traffic starts? It's not going to really start today. There's a travel ban until like noon. And schools are closed. Well, I think the visibility went down even more. But yeah. Normally it would pick up like, 6, 7. Sorry. 10-10 wind said only 9 inches so far in Central Park. Where's the 17 to 24 I was promised? I need at least that minimum of 17. Or else. Or else what? How do they measure it though exactly? When it's so windy and it blows all over the place, where's like the perfect spot to know what like the normal amount of fall is? I don't know how it's done. I'm not no weatherologist. I know it's a meteorologist. Taxis are going. Don't know what kind of car that is because can't see the plates at all. Obfuscated plates, call the police. Ah. Supposed to be a firehouse over there. Well, actually it's kind of cool how the chain link fence across the street is all kicked up in snow. It's almost like it's now becoming no longer transparent. This Honda's on his way. Luke Skywalker out on Long Island already has 18 to 20 inches of snow with blizzard conditions. I think right now we're back into blizzard conditions here based on the visibility and wind. The only other part is it has to always be consecutive for 3 hours. Though how much of each hour needs to have those gusts of 35 miles an hour? I don't know. Is it just one gust of like 1 second? Is that enough to count for that 1 hour? I'm not sure. Thank you, Nico F. Appreciate it. I think it has snow chains on the back. That's what you hear, that little jingle jangle. And that's a Wrangler. It's a Jeep thing. Привет. To Instar Chet Graham. Hello. E.G. morning. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna get moving now. Thanks for tuning in for this first part. Hopefully, if my equipment works, we'll be back out again in like an hour and a half. Maybe less, maybe more. Depends. And then we'll continue and hopefully get some daylight and see what the snow is looking like at that point. So for now, oh, who am I? I gotta rate somebody. Shoot. Is there anybody even live right now? Can I even manipulate my phone right now to do a raid? Our commute is normally like an hour and 15. We really extended it today because of the snow. But gosh, very deeply flawed man, they call them very common. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum ba dum bum. Bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Dun 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 dun. All right, I don't know who to raid, so I'll just look whoever's live right now. I see Ginny, TTY hanging out with the sister. All right, we'll do that. All right. Nah, it's not super cold. Anyway, yeah, thanks folks for joining. If you're new here, I hopefully you enjoyed this little walk in the supposed blizzard. No, it is a blizzard. It is a blizzard. Appreciate your support. Super chat, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Not subscribers, thank you too. But if you're not subscribed and listening, do subscribe. We do this kind of stuff when it happens, and of course we just do our regular commutes Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, and then big events like Macy's Parade, Thanksgiving Day Parade, New Year's Eve at Times Square, Comic-Cons. We do those kinds of things. To Twitch, thanks for the follows and subs over there too. At Bessie, hello. Hey, Epic Voyages. Missed you before, I think. Oh, could raid the NYC's 34th Street Ferry. Do they have a Twitch account too? I watched them sometime. I was watching them specifically for when it was snowy, really cold out. Anyway, Twitch friends, thanks for the follows and subs. And if you're on Kick, thanks for watching there too. Appreciate you. And back to YouTube. Thanks for the thumbs and thanks to the mods everywhere. Hopefully I'll be back in a couple hours. I'll see you in a little while. Let me see if I might not be able to get the ending screen going right here because of my phone screen. But let's see. Connections. OBS. Uh-oh. I just reset my YouTube. Oh no. Well, I'll have to fix that later. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I have to turn off my phone screen. Yeah, so eventually here I'm going to figure out how to get my raid, not my raid, my ending screen. Alright, nope, that's not going to do it either. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry. Alright, looks like I'm going to go to the BRB screen and I'll make it the ending screen manually. Okay, see you in a little bit. Hopefully, if my equipment still works. Enjoy the blizzard. I'm sure somebody else will be streaming soon too, but I'll hopefully be back in a couple hours. See ya. The developer of the StreamBuddy app doesn't respond to me anymore. I've probably overdone it with my logs. So if you're listening to me, I'm sorry. If that sail gets wind under it.